I'm joined here today by Pedro Carvalho, set to fight real soon against Patricio Pitbull, the next fight in the featherweight tournament, and of course it is for the title. Thanks so much for joining me, man. How are you?
Thank you for having me. Good, not too bad. One day closer to get that belt, so I'm pretty happy.
Good, we're glad to hear it, man. Currently, you told me you're in Ireland. That makes sense, of course, because you live there. How was it for you making that switch from being originally from Portugal and then living in a country like Ireland?
I mean, when you are pursuing your dream is always hard, to switch country, leave your family, your country behind. But yeah, it was all good, I was well received and treated from day one here, and from day one I identify with the Irish culture. So the all to inform myself was pretty easy, but of course the first days was really hard, especially because I had to work and train at the same time, so it wasn't always easy. But yeah, it was good, and here we are.
For sure. One thing people always mention with Ireland is how difficult it is to understand their English, especially for people outside of Ireland. How was that for you? Did you struggle with that?
A little bit in the beginning, a little bit. It depends because in Dublin you have several Irish accents.
Yeah.
In Dublin, you have several accents. There's some, especially for the countryside people, and that's how you just need to converse a couple of times, and you get there. But yeah, at the beginning there were some people that I couldn't understand a word,
Do
but
you
it's all.
do you think you're ever gonna pick up an Irish accent yourself, or is that you think that might not happen?
Uh, everyone I know, especially non-Irish people and also Irish people, they always already say that I have Irish accent already, and I
Oh,
don't
okay.
notice. I know that I say some words, but yeah, everyone says that I already have Irish accent, so I think it's a natural thing. I'm here 3 years already, so it's pretty normal that I got the one. Sooner or later, I will get Irish accent.
For sure, that makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about your opponent a little bit. You're facing Patricio Pitbull. So for you, this next fight in the tournament, and it's also for the title. I mean, what's it like going into this fight where there's just so much going on for you, so much at stake?
It's just another fight. It's just another fight. It's in the end of the day, I'm gonna get inside of the cage with an opponent. The cage will be locked, and we're gonna fight. In the end of the day, that's it. But I'll see. Of course, I'm not gonna put myself with stuff. It's the most important fight of my life, of course. But at the same time, it's just another fight. My goal is still the same: is prove fight after fight that I'm the best in the world. So I have a pretty good opportunity right now to prove that what I'm saying. But there's no pressure. I see that the world title, the semifinals of the tournament, all of that is like a bonus for me, a bonus for all the hard work of all these years and struggle that I've been through. So, I'm just enjoying, I'm the kid that loves to fight and get paid, so I cannot complain about nothing, and there's no pressure, but I'm just happy with this opportunity, and that's it. March 13, I'm going to have a scrap, and at the same time get paid and bring a belt home. So happy days.
And if I remember correctly, I think they were allowed to pick their opponents next. I believe Patricio picked you next. What did you think of the whole him picking you specifically?
So from what he said, he picked me because he liked my style, and he want to start his SPG Pitbull Brothers feud. The real reasons we will never know. But like I've said before, I don't care. I don't care why he picked me. I'm just happy that he picked me. That's it. For me, that's the end of the story. He picked me. I'm happy. Why? I don't care. Because even if he thinks that I'm the easiest fight in the world, doesn't matter. The outcome will be the same. I go out there, I'm gonna beat him and become world champion. Doesn't matter if he thinks that I'm the toughest test. date for him or if I'm the easiest. The outcome will always be the same. So why he picked me, I don't care. I'm just happy that he did. You know that.
And was it a nice surprise for you when you found out? Because with him picking you, that also means you get to fight for the belt.
Sorry.
Was it a nice surprise for you when he picked you because you realized that you're going to be fighting for the belt now?
Oh, like it was a mix of feelings at that time because when he came, like we already knew that the champion have the champion choice. So we all do the bracket, and in the end, the champion will come and will pick whoever he wants. We already knew that. We just didn't know who he will pick. So when he came, he you can see on the video he said like to everyone who wants to fight me. So everyone says, everyone, all the
Right.
thing like pick me, and at that moment he looked at me, and he looked at me kind of asking like, you want this? And I was like, I think he's looking at it, but maybe he was looking someone else. So I was like, okay. And then he said that he want Marsh, and at that time when he said that he wanted Marsh, I was like, I think he gotta pick me. So when he picked me was surreal, I remember I was coming back home on the flight from US, and the feeling that I was going home was kind of the same feeling when I just fought and had that victory, that feeling with me. It was surreal, and I needed like a month to like realize it was, man, I'm fighting for a world belt. So yeah, it was surreal. The first days was surreal, but it's more than real, and I'm more than ready.
And so your last fight, we saw you against Sam Cecilia. I believe you got the face crank submission. I mean, how do you look back at your performance in that fight?
I wasn't, and I'm still today. I'm not happy with that performance. A lot of people, everyone said that it was a good performance, and but I don't agree. I didn't like that performance. Maybe because I was putting too much pressure on my shoulders because I wanted to go out there and just clean completely some Sicily. That's what I wanted. I wanted to go out there and neither be touched or grabbed, And I was taking down times, and I don't know. Maybe I was too harsh on me. Maybe I'm being too harsh on me. But still today, I wasn't happy with that performance. Wasn't that type of performance that I wanted from me. It wasn't. But I got the finish. I got the victory. So we move on. But looking back, still today, I'm not happy with it. But hey, the things that I did bad, the mistakes that I made on that fight, I learned with it. Even if it was a defeat, I just look at the mistakes that I made, and I know what mistakes that I made, the things that I didn't like that I did on the fight, and already changed everything that was wrong, and I'm going out there to this time. It's gonna be a clean performance. That's what I want. Always clean 5-star performance.
And I believe after the fight, your coach John Kavanagh gave you your purple belt. What was your reaction to that?
I'm still waiting for the purple belt,
Ah,
but it's my fault. It's my fault because I don't show up to the gi classes, so
ah,
it's
I
kind of
get it, yeah.
it's kind of my fault. But yeah, it was great. Like we when you were on the hotel getting ready to go to the venue, we were talking about the fight, and everyone was saying like that I will knock Sam Cecilia out. And I don't know. At that day, I had a feeling, and on the only thing that was occurring on my head was me submitting him. So I said to John, "Hey, coach, if I get a submission tonight, can I get my purple belt?"
Yeah.
And he said, "I think about it." And then on the end of the fight, the first thing that he said when he came to me, it was like, "Hey, congratulations, you have a purple belt."
For sure, that was perfect. But that mentions that you do train at SBG with John Kavanagh and everything, which means I think a lot of people want to know: do you get a lot of training in with Conor McGregor?
Yeah, when I got opportunity, when he's around, especially I had more opportunities this last time on Saron's camp. Yeah, I had a few like normal, like we are teammates, we are a team, so we train together. So of course I have once in a while the opportunity to train. It's just when he shows up, when we meant to be on the same times, on the same sessions, yeah, we train together.
And I assume when you have a training partner like that that's super famous, I don't know if they get much more famous than Conor. Do you find yourself answering a lot of questions about him? Like people want you to talk about him all the time?
Yeah, that's normal, I think we are talking about the biggest superstar in MMA and one of the biggest in any sport, Just I think he's the fourth or the fifth famous athlete in the world. So it's normal that everyone asks like if I saw Conor, if I train with Conor, this and that. It is normal. I know it is normal. So I don't really matter about it. It don't really worry me. Or just I think it's normal. He's so famous and he accomplished so much that it's normal that people always have that curiosity. If I know him, if I talk with him, if
Yeah,
I train with him. So yeah, it's normal. I found it normal and I'm used to already.
for sure. This fight, you have to train for a 5 round fight. How much does that change your trainings? I assume the cardio is going to be a little different. You have a few things that are different.
I'm like nothing really changed, just some the intensity in some workouts because my style of fight is even better as long as can possibly be. So if my game plan until today works on 3 rounds of 5 minutes, it will work even better on 5 fights because my main strengths are my cardio and my conditioning, and I perform way better from the third round forward than on the first rounds. Even if it looks like I'm starting with a pretty high pace on first and second round, I'm not. I'm just like kind of 60%. I'm just getting warm, and as soon I really get warm, that's it. I just switch for the automatic, and it's like a train. It just go forward. It doesn't never gonna look back. And I think that's gonna be a major fact if this fight goes past the second round, which I doubt. I doubt these fights go even for the third round. But if he go full distance, it will suit me perfect. Will be perfect for me because uh, Patricio is a really clever and intelligent fighter. You can see on him, but he also a fighter that really likes to manage maximum he can his effort. Everything he does thinking to make the less effort possible. Which is normal. You can see on his body type that he cannot be like a long-term fighter. Normal, genetic. I'm on the other hand, I'm that guy just like I might not have the same knockout power that he has, but I can stay in front of him all day. I can put a big amount of pressure for 5 rounds, the same amount of pressure for 5 rounds. I'm training right now like for 5 rounds or with sparring partners with like fresh guy in each round coming, and I'm finished the 5 rounds fresh. So I'll be more than prepared for 5 rounds, and besides, I think 5 rounds suits me even better than three. So I'm not concerned about that.
It makes a lot of sense. I have one more question for you. How do you see yourself winning this fight against Patricio Pitbull?
I'm gonna knock Patricio out. That's it. That's the only way there's going to be. I'm gonna knock Patricio out.
All right, well, we look forward to it, man. It's going to be a great fight. Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. And when you see the fight, don't blink. You might miss it.